I already walked away. So why did that sentence follow me home? You're home. Yes, I'm home. Did you have dinner? Yes. Then why do you look like you just survived an interview instead of a meal? You always notice too much. Only when you try to act like nothing happened. What did she say that made you quiet? She said she regretted it. Regretted what? Something very old. So old that I once thought I no longer needed to hear. You don't have to tell me everything tonight. Some stories once told, pull the listener into them too. Then you can let me stay outside, but don't stand inside it alone. Aren't you curious? I am, but I care about you more than I'm curious. I don't need to ask anymore, do I? It's just work. I hope you believe that too. The second sample is on Miss Chi's table. Miss Chi, the main organza supplier hasn't confirmed delivery time.
Unconfirmed doesn't mean late. Call again in 10 minutes. I need an answer, not ambiguity.
Keep the fitting schedule. If the main supplier doesn't confirm by noon, switch to plan B. No one changes material without approval. There's an email from Mộc Lan Group. Read the subject. Supplier network and preliminary project support. They sent alternative suppliers, color matching charts, sample transfer timelines, and preliminary material support terms. No immediate response required. Do you want me to save it into the project file? Keep it separate for now. Do you think they truly only want to support the project? Someone like Mộc Lan doesn't send a list unless she wants to open a door. Save the supplier list as reference, not the proposal. No one replies to Mộc Lan Group without going through me. Seems like the studio is more crowded than usual today. No, someone just left a mark without stepping in. I saved the supplier list as reference. Good. And the proposal? Leave it. I brought the accessories. Thank you. I'm guessing that isn't an accessory. It's only reference material. Then why did you keep it separate? Because the rest isn't just material. This doesn't look like material support. No. This is what she actually wanted me to open. If we accept, our studio will be the lead design partner, not a supporting vendor. A beautiful clause doesn't make a project harmless. But it's beautiful enough to be hard to refuse. If I refuse just because of that name, I'm still letting her decide for me. I'm not telling you to refuse. Then what are you telling me? Don't call it an opportunity if you know it's also a door. Mộc Lan Group is calling to confirm a proposal discussion. Take it. I'm here. I assume you separated the supplier list from the proposal. You assume too many things. Then I'll ask properly. Have you read the proposal? Yes. Then meet me. An official meeting. Fine. But the meeting will be at my studio. I'll come. Place their seats across from us, not at the head of the table. I reviewed the media terms. 2 points need to be locked before signing the NDA. Say it in the meeting. Don't let them think I'm alone. Excuse me, am I on time? Being on time isn't an advantage. It's courtesy. Then today, I'll begin with courtesy.
Your studio is more beautiful than I expected. I didn't build it to impress you. I know. No, you don't. You're just used to walking into a room and...
Mộc Lan Group proposes production, media, and material support in 3 phases. Final design authority belongs to LC Fashion Studio. I don't object. The in-usage clause needs a time limit. LC Fashion Studio does not transfer design identity rights indefinitely. Miss Lam works very carefully. When something involves chi, I don't like skimming. Who chose this theme? I did. For the project, or because you wanted to test whether I still react? If I wanted to test you, I would have chosen something more obvious. I can design emotion, but I won't let personal emotion become a promotional tool. Then choose a new visual direction. I will. And every revision goes through me before it leaves this room. I hear you. I'll accept the next meeting under 3 conditions. No design interference, no personal matters in the meeting room. If I say stop, you stop. Agreed. You agree that quickly? Because this time, I want to learn how to listen before it's too late. Three design directions. Choose by project criteria, not personal feeling. You think I let feeling interfere with work? I think you're very good at giving feeling a more reasonable name. This one has the strongest presence. For the project or for the person looking at it? The two don't necessarily have to exclude each other. In my design room, they do. Don't let her decide my rhythm. Let go of the sketch. I haven't changed anything on it. But you're holding it back. Then I'll let go. I'm learning not to interfere. Learning doesn't mean I have to overlook the consequences of previous interference. I know. Then start by letting the sketch stay on the side where it belongs. The female lead doesn't need to reveal much to be remembered. Because she's strong enough to make people look closer? Because she wasn't created to wait for anyone's recognition. You designed her like someone who needs no support. No, I designed her like someone who once leaned on the wrong structure. And now she can stand on her own. I'll send the revised concept before 6. I'll review it when you send it. Not to revise it, to respond within the scope of a partner. I understand the scope. Then don't cross it. I brought the accessories. Leave them there for me. Okay. I'll put them beside the thing you're trying not to look at. Ask if you want to ask. I'm choosing how to ask so you don't have to defend yourself. Do I look that defensive? You closed the sketch faster than when I walked in. Suppliers, media, fitting schedule, presentation. Every path turns back to the same side. Every major project needs a central contact. A central contact makes work move faster. This makes it harder for you to step out. You think I don't see it? I think you see it. You're just giving it a less dangerous name. Work. Work that knows exactly when you need suppliers, exactly what terms you want, and exactly the stage you deserve. You make it sound like a flaw. No. I'm saying things that arrive too perfectly are rarely accidental. I'm not afraid of you taking the project. I'm only afraid that a project prepared this carefully might make you think you're still choosing freely. I always choose for myself. I know. That's why I want you to have enough to truly choose. If I refuse only because of who sent the proposal, I'm still letting them decide for me. Refusing because something doesn't feel safe isn't the same as running away. But accepting just to prove I'm not afraid isn't any better either.
Then don't prove anything. Just choose while you're clear. Then walk into that project. But don't lock every door yourself and tell me I don't need to stand nearby. You'll get tired because of me. I get more tired when you keep pretending you don't need anyone to keep a light on near the exit. Tomorrow? Yes, the first working session. Then sleep early tonight.
Miss Chi, the test images were accidentally sent to the investor group. Show me.
Who approved that file? No one approved it. The media test team said they accidentally sent the uncorrected lighting version. An unapproved file leaving the studio is no longer a technical mistake. It's a process failure.
The investor wants to move the preview tomorrow morning. They also suggest shifting the concept toward a safer commercial direction.
The design isn't wrong. What's wrong is the image they were shown.
They're expecting a response in 15 minutes.
No one responds before we have the correct presentation. Don't respond to the investors by email.
How are you in my studio's internal call?
Because the investors called my side before they called you.
And you think that's enough reason to step in?
No. The reason is that they're using a wrong file to judge your design. This is the design image. Stay out of it. I'm not touching the design. You always know how to turn help into the right to interfere. Then this time, I'll only keep the door open. You'll still be the one walking in to present. Withdraw all test files from the investor group. Send a notice. The images were not approved by the creative director and cannot be used as evaluation material. Tomorrow morning's preview stays, but they will view the official presentation from LC Fashion Studio, not a flawed file.
The investors confirmed the wrong files have been withdrawn, but tomorrow morning's preview remains.
Now they'll have to see the version you choose to show them.
I don't need them forced to look. I need them to see it correctly.
Then make them see it correctly.
Turn off all flawed test images. Open the original sketches. Rebuild the lighting in warm ivory tone. Fitting photos are used only after my approval. Tonight, we don't alter the design to please investors. We correct the way they see it.
That's right. Your call.
You don't need to remind me.
I'm only not interfering.
Not interfering doesn't need announcement.
Then I'll end the call.
Send the preview schedule by email.
Right.
The investors sent confirmation. They're keeping LC Fashion Studios in visual direction. I know, the email reached the studio before I arrived. I ordered water, no wine. You remembered again. Last time you told me not to order for you. This time I only avoided what might make the meeting shorter.
Would you like the usual or the menu?
Let her choose. She is fixing every small thing. But the larger things don't become smaller because of that. Let's talk about the rest of the preview. The investors agreed to keep the concept, but they want the media timeline moved earlier. I won't change the design to chase media timing. I know. That's why I added the final approval clause here. I want you as the creative lead, not as a decorative name for the project. You always know how to place what people want on the table. I only placed what you deserve. It sounds like a compliment, but from you it feels more like a trap. I don't need you to treat what happened today as a favor. Good. Because I don't pay for projects with a sense of debt. I know. No. You're learning how to know. You don't have to sign tonight. You prepared a pen just to say that?
I prepared it to remind myself not to push it toward you.
You really think a pen can fix your need for control? No. But at least tonight, it sits between us. Not in my hand. I'll respond in writing. I'll receive your answer when you're ready. Because this time, don't set a deadline for me. I won't. Did you read everything again? 3 times. Once for the studio, once for legal, once for myself. Good morning. 9 o'clock sharp. I'm practicing keeping exactly what was agreed. The terms have been updated according to last night's final terms. The image usage clause is limited to 18 months, no automatic renewal. Keep that sentence as is. I'll take this project with 3 conditions outside the contract. Say them. 1. No design interference without my approval. 2. In this project, every exchange stays within the role of business partners. 3. If I say stop, you stop. 1. I will not change any design behind your back. 2. I will stay in the position of a partner in this project. 3. If you say stop, I stop. You agree that quickly? Because yesterday I saw what happens when something you haven't approved is taken outside. Trust doesn't belong in a contract. Then let me prove it each time I do it right. Then from tomorrow, we'll be seeing each other often. Only because of work. Of course, I set the conditions. So why does it still feel like I just entered a room with no back door?